You gotta hit the. I was in the middle of the other note. Y'all didn't even catch the other one. I was in the judge jamming. Oh my goodness. It's a beautiful day outside. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, in the sunshine. It's a beautiful day in the sunshine. It's a beautiful day. Look at that. Like birds just be out here just flying and doing their thing, minding their business, you know. But nuclear winter hit. Did you know birds will carry sunflower seeds across the lands to cleanse the lands of nuclear waste? Because that's what sunflowers do. Sunflower seeds, they cleanse the land of nuclear contaminants. So nature like self corrects. There's like a purpose for everything in nature. So like it'd be weird when like you diss nature, the concept of what it is to be nurtured in nature, and so people like they create those flaws and they play them against people. They take the flaws of people and they say it's their fault that they're in the condition they're in because they've been disnatured and people want to act like that is the nature of the people. I mean, if you put any man inside of a cage, he's gonna growl after a while. That's why everybody says you gotta be tough in here, kid. If you're not tough, they're gonna violate you, boy. By by violate you, I think you know what that means. That means they gonna make some brown butter. And see, that's what we grew up on. We grew up on getting frightened, like, yo, you gotta be tough at all times, kid. You gotta keep the yuppie for the puppies. Gotta keep the yuppie for the puppies. My neighbors, they're over there burning something, probably meth, amphetamines. Oh my goodness. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I don't think anybody's doing anything like that. Illegal, yeah. But it's kind of crazy. I be thinking about stuff, and I started like getting all this joy. I'm not comfortable feeling joyous, like joyful, joyful. I'm over here like my shit hurt. I should have fucking did that. Wait, my fucking shoulders. I just got up today and just said, let's just get up and like let's listen to the wind today. I was outside. It was like it's cold. I said, you know what? That's the best time. Listen to the wind. So I said, okay. So I got out there. I said, well, you know what? I don't want to just go and greet the wind dressed any old way. Let me put on a shirt so it can flop, so the wind have some respect. So put on this shirt. So it's a little dress shirt. It's wrinkled. I can't. I was looking for my iron, and I shouldn't iron because I'll get fatigued and fall asleep. So I really shouldn't even consider iron. But I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go out here and greet the wind. So step outside, and at first it was gentle. The most gentlest, coolest breeze came over my ears. It was like, shh. Look, I need chapstick. That's what the wind do when they kiss you. I was kissed by the wind. I was kissed by the wind this morning. Then it came over my hair, all through the naps underneath. But it was like the thermal barrier from the thermodynamics of the hair design, that ether which creates the unique number 9 bars, created a breeze. It was like a caress. And I said, I said, is that you, wind? And the wind answered back, it's me, Earl. I'm like, oh my God. Like, Earl, is this you? The spirit of the barn. Earl, what are you doing up so early? I was just out here. You just said you wanted wind, so I figured I'd just caress your hair. Did you like that, Divine? Yes, I did. We shall never talk of this moment. I'm joking. I'm joking. I need to slow down on the sativas. But getting my body stretched has been teaching me about myself too. My lady's been like folding my arms, and it hurts, and she's been twisting me and helping me with my back, and that hurts. She's been helping me like bend and touch and bend and reach, and bringing my chest up to my knees, or my knees to my chest, and all of that. First thing I thought was like ladies being really uncomfortable sexual positions. Like that was the first thing that hit me. I was like, man, it hurts when she stretched me. I was like, damn, this feels uncomfortable. I said, is this what women be feeling when dudes be folding their leg up like this? We be thinking we be doing something the whole time. It's like really uncomfortable. Like I was like, damn. Yeah, I said, babe, is when we do this, is this uncomfortable? It's just like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. The more you know. Kind of, so it's really good to communicate with your partner. You gotta leave that boundless, right? That means you're seeking it, right? Don't just say no. We don't have a no. We don't have boundaries. Say no. We're boundless, right? Because that way you're seeking the boundary to cross it together. That's love, baby. Just like the whole conversation, it flows. We need to put more pictures on the wall. I can't afford the stuff I want to put up. This is I don't know, man. I don't know. I just fancy stuff and the stuff you want that just looks fancy, but it should be fancy because it'd be like this shouldn't. I just want a 36 by 36 canvas that shouldn't cost 200, 5,000 or whatever dollars. Just give me a 35 by 36 for $90, full cloth and everything, and all the fancy polish and the fancy framing and the unique canvas that it has to go on for $90. Like I know plenty of people who be like, Marco, oh my God, I agree with you, right? Life is like that painting, right? You know what you want is what everybody wants. You see, it's not too much and it's not too less, but it's like perfect amount of wall coverage back here. Look at this perfect color. That's a unique color of like blue and gray. I want to get, this is the clock that I want to get right there. It's a big ass clock. It's just like too fucking big. We don't even need the fucking clock. But figured that'd be dope. Man, I feel good. I feel good because I'm thankful for friends and family, and I'm thankful for things I used to be neglectful of. Like when you sit there and say, "Hey, thank you for accepting me as a goofball hanging around you, Jack. Thank you." And they're like, "Well, yeah, you're welcome. We couldn't just leave you out there at the playground by yourself." Like, yep. So I was playing with pine cones. I remember that day. Or thank you for being my battle buddy in the military, James. That's James Newell. Basic training. Okay, first time I had to like really, really get to know like a white guy. It was weird, right? Because I'm from Memphis. It's not white guys that. Well. Okay, we had Joshua Martin. Yeah, that's my bro. Yeah, Josh Martin was my bro. Okay, but outside of that, it wasn't even like he was white. But even outside of that, it was like, yeah, it was the other guy, and it was weird because it was like he's from like Nebraska. You know what I'm saying? Not Nebraska. Nebraska sounds like somewhere overseas. He was from Nebraska, right? Thick accent, like no, like talking like that, like whoa, yeah, okay, no, he ain't sound like that. But that's what my young ears interpreted. It was because of the language barriers that we were taught on television. But the one thing about the military is it taught me about diversity, because I didn't believe in diversity. I was racist, like extremely, like not racist, but like I have very, very, very finite nationalistic views because I would read these Confederate. I would get inspired from the Confederate books that they had in our library. I was like, what? I didn't know those was wrong books to read in our school library. When I finally was able to get in a library and I understood the power of a book and libraries, and I joined a military book club, I would order these Confederate. Oh my goodness, it was talking about an alternative history. I forgot the name of it. It'll ring a bell later on, but as a kiddo, I didn't know the difference. When I was left to my own devices and no one's there to explain anything to you, you don't know. So I would read these elaborate books about what if the South had won the war, And then I would dream and like, man. So I used to write these disturbing stories. I would write disturbing stories about what would happen if they had won, right? And I would say, well, man, let's take it even darker. And I would tell elaborate writings of like this group of rebel meloids is what I used to call them, and because it'd be like they're black, but they're like the protected genetics of the original. That's where it gets spooky, of the original black people. And so I would write my own stories in response to those book series, because I'd be like, okay, so this is what the South wanted to be, the future to be like. So this is what they fantasized, and I would sit there and I would be like, yeah, well, let me write something. And so almost got expelled. See, my lips are dry. Oh my God. I almost got expelled from school. I did get expelled in a sense, but I almost got kicked out of school 100%. I believe in going into the eighth grade because they read some of the stories and assumed that I was trying to shoot up the school. So I remember my family challenging that, like, listen to what he wrote. He's not talking about this. He's talking about future stuff, social infrastructures. And I think that's when I got like scared to talk about that stuff for years. And be like, I would just go along with the flow of everybody's politics around me, even though I disliked it, because I said the moment I started thinking and talking on these rails and sounding goofy, like a goofball, I guess, I don't know. Oh, you shouldn't talk about building a city and feeding people and wanting to help the world. But that's what I'd be thinking. I'd be like, man, that'd be dope. If women didn't have, if you addressed all the issues that plagued women, you can balance a lot of things in a society. You know, you could. Security. Think about it. Guys went to war over their ladies. The security thing was serious. You know what I'm saying? You have to be a man's man for the ladies, guy. You gotta join the army and fight. You gotta give up your life, everything you ever had, boy. Give it up for the ladies, and for the ladies' sakes only. And then they have some weird society where like the women live like they live to old age, and the men like die at the age of 25, right? And so it's like they get to make love. By the time they hit the 25th year, so that's the last year they live. They get to make love because that's their version of heaven, right? And so the concept of heaven and hell didn't exist for women at all because they would have infinite lives, but the guys would only live to be 25. Can you imagine a story like that? People will eat that shit up. They'd be like, "Oh my God, please finish the book." It's in the book. It's actually in the book. So, but that's kind of how it was set it up. The characters are like freaking bananas. But man, ideas for days, right? Let's make the best of today.